Welcome back to this mini special of They Call Me Uncle, and more importantly, our mic test.
Oh, by the way, thanks Carter's dad.
Thanks, Carter's dad.
Also known as Justin.
He spoils me. Today, we are discussing something like a minor philosophical point that I raised earlier at lunch. Morgan here, you have your 5-star system. Care to explain?
Okay, so what I did was, because movie reviews, they give you scores and all that. Well, I wanted to make it as objective as I possibly could. And every 5 minutes, Carter, Mason, and I will give it a score from 0 to 5. If the 5 minutes you just watched are so good, you want to own a copy of that movie so you can watch that anytime you want. That's a 5-star moment.
The more modern equivalent I've noticed is if I'm willing to buy something I found on streaming, that's like the highest praise I can give something now.
Oh, yeah. A 4-star moment is if it's on, I'll watch it. Fifth Element comes on, I'm watching it.
Can second that.
Yeah. So a 3-star moment means I saw it. It was fine, but I wouldn't pay to see it again because you're always either spending time or money. Well, really, you're spending both. Now, a 2-star moment means I sat through it. I wish I hadn't. I wish I could get that time and money back. and my benchmark, which I feel strongly about, is James Bond, No Time to Die. I sat through it. I would never sit through that again. They took a character that's been around my whole life. I was a huge fan of. They have him groveling, and then they killed him. Now, a 1-star moment means I got up and left, didn't see the rest. It's basically I will not expend time or money on that. And then Carter, he jumped in and added
the 0.
The 0.
It's 0 is more symbolic, like you have some kind of moral reason to refuse to watch it at all. Like, for example, I usually, on principle, won't watch anything about dogs because you know they're going to kill that sucker.
Marley
worst,
and me.
Marley and me.
We hate, that's a 2. I wish I hadn't seen it. They advertised it like this is a comedy.
They do that with every dog movie.
I don't watch dog movies. No.
Oh, yeah. My dog Skip is what killed me. That put me off of having actual pets.
No dog movies.
No. Hallmark's the only one where it ends happily, but that's a whole new can of worms.
I saw Jaws when it came out, and it inspired a lifelong fear of sharks. Carter and Mason's thing is, well, what score would you give Jaws?
Yes.
Because I refuse to sit through it again.
Yeah, and that's the question, like the real philosophical thing about the scoring system, because is that a 5-star or a 1-star? Because when it's clearly intentional, like, is that it accomplishing its goal so well that you never, ever want to see it again? Case in point, Hereditary.
And it's a really good question because when I was putting together this system, I never considered that. What is Jaws? And that's
what is Jaws?
Jaws is nightmare fuel. And I tried to kind of get over my fear of it by seeing it again. And I can't. My nemesis is Shark Week. All my friends send me links to, it's Shark Week.
Was Arkham City just like hell on earth for you?
Yes, it was hard to get past that part.
A Batman game with a shark jump scare out of nowhere. It's like
Assassin's Creed, Black Flag.
Yes.
And
that's awesome.
Jaws, if I just have to be objective about it, it's not a condemnation on the movie or its quality, but it's a 2 because I would not sit through it again and kind of wish I hadn't, so I wouldn't have this unrealistic. I don't think it's a phobia.
It's a phobia, but I'm not your shrink. Right. I wouldn't know what to tell you.
Sometimes I'm too critical. We were talking about Hot Fuzz. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. That movie scored really well with all three of us. Mm-hmm. The first time I saw it, though, I was too critical.
And that would be a tough call simply because Edgar Wright is famous for that. Like, he's one of the rare ones who does get better on repeat viewings. Like, pound for pound, he's really good. Like, I have yet to find anything of his I actively dislike. But then again, that's easy to do when you've done, like, fewer than 10 things.
Yeah. For me, World's End was the weak one.
Me too.
Which is surprising because you have a former James Bond, a former Bond girl, Rosamund Pike I really like, Pierce Brosnan who I like.
Like, it's tricky because you not only have to be a fan of whatever genre they're in, you have to be, like, in depth.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a zombie fan, Shaun of the Dead is just up your alley. If you like action movies and cop dramas and procedurals, Hot Fuzz is your thing. But you didn't have to be as diehard a fan of sci-fi for World's End, and that's where I think it faltered.
My favorite moment in World's End is you don't know that it's sci-fi until somebody's head gets busted off.
Like a Lego piece.
But what was cool is
has the peg and everything.
We cover multiple genres, and the Cornetto trilogy lands in 3 different genres, and that's cool. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do a second set with Scott Pilgrim,
Last Night in Soho, and Baby Driver. But Last Night in Soho also brings us back to that theory because it is very well done, and you feel like that is what going crazy is like, but that doesn't mean it's particularly pleasant to watch.
Well, what's interesting is, while we're on the subject of horror movies, and we call it our spooky category, Cabin in the Woods, I have rewatched numerous times. And there's scenes in there that, are uncomfortable, but they don't take me out of it. They don't ever make me bail on that movie. And The Shining's one. I've seen The Shining several times.
Very good example.
And the only time that you kind of cringe is the bathtub scene.
Oh, God, yes. Like that. Watch The Shining in a group, and you'll know who's seen that movie. Because everyone who has seen the movie, when Jack Nicholson goes in that bathroom, there's just this mass exodus of people going to the bathroom or getting a smoke.
It's back to the original question, though. It's all driven by action. And it's like Jaws. The action is, I won't watch it again. And so it has to be a 2 or I'd be a hypocrite.
Fair.
Carter's a connoisseur of bad movies.
I am like a pain in the butt for the scoring system because, as you said, I am a connoisseur of garbage movies. So much so that I accidentally throw off the scores. Like, what would be a 2-star for most of the civilized world is like, yes, that is my catnip. Just shovel that in. Like, bless its heart, Tammy and the T-Rex. The movie that misspells its own title.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Watch it. It is a delight.
We just finished a review of 2024, 14 movies. What's interesting is, all 3 of us had a different favorite, and all 3 of us had a different least favorite. But because this system uses this 5 minutes, these differences are in decimals. I mean,
yes. Mathematically, it kind of corrects itself.
It does.
Like, it's the most math I've used since friggin' middle school.
Yeah. Adding the decimal places was better because I hate ties.
It broke ties, yeah.
Sometimes the scores definitely depend on who's there. Are you having a good day? I mean, subjectivity creeps in. Your taste, preferences, your mood. And so I'm making these guys, and I have made them sit through some horrible stuff.
Don't worry, we get you back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But like Alien Romulus, I really don't think Mason wanted to watch it.
He hates creepy crawlies, and if it's on the ceiling, that's just bonus anti-points, really. Like, nope.
It was so cool how much he enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I made him watch The Crow, which was terrible. I hadn't seen it either. If I had seen it, we'd have skipped it.
Mm-hmm.
As kind of a palate cleanser, that's what Carter always calls them, we went back and watched the 1994 Crow.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys scored it higher than I did.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed it.
Deserved a better hand than Fate Delta.
Yeah, but it's just a more fun movie to watch.
Absolutely. And fun. You wouldn't think it'd be fun just describing it, but it's a ball.
The villains were so good. And you know, and it's sad because Brandon Lee, of course, died filming it. And I like Brandon Lee. I had seen all his movies up to that.
His memory be blessed.
And I write down the scores. One of the things we do, because is Mason gives his score first so that Carter and I don't influence him.
Yeah.
Which I think he kind of hates sometimes.
Yeah.
I tend to be a little too critical the first time I see it. Ready Player One, I had issues with, but then after rewatching it, I liked it better. The scores could change, which we're fine with. We definitely have found a way to tell you a good movie from a bad one, and we only cover, you know.
Yeah, like targets we actually want to pursue.
Yeah, we don't,
because it's not fair to us or indeed the movie for one that we deliberately just wouldn't like.
Yeah, and we did War of the Worlds, and we watched the Asylum one.
That changed that tune, but quick.
It was so bad. It was because we had watched A Princess of Mars, which is an Asylum one, and it was bad.
But it was a ton of fun. Yeah. Like, I would watch that again in a heartbeat.
It set the benchmark in a way for if you're worse than that, we usually tell you don't waste your time. We used to just watch movies and we didn't score them, but it was always hilarious what you would like. We watched Barbarella, and Carter goes, "So it was a porn movie without porn. It had a porn plot," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, it did."
Yes, it did.
It did.
She goes to a planet and crashes and gets in danger and bangs the guy who helps.
And does that a lot. Well, I looked up...
Not knocking. It's still a ton of fun.
It's fun to watch. The source material is a comic book, and the names, everything, they actually were fairly accurate. We will quantify that at some point. I watched Time Bandits with Carter and Mason, and it was the funniest thing I'd seen in ages. And then me and Slade watched it, and he didn't really care for it. And it wasn't as funny because you and Mason were there cracking up.
Oh, yeah.
At everything. But it's the crowd you're with. It's what's going on at the time.
I'd second that.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. And that wraps up this mini special on They Call Me Uncle. Does Jaws deserve 5 stars or only 1? 2.
Well, it don't matter because I'm not watching it again.
Yes.
Yeah, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. We just kind of did this on the fly to test out the mic, and we have these conversations all the time. Mason gets after us. We should record everything, but I do make comments that I would not want recorded or put on YouTube.
Don't we all? None of us are going to make governor. Let's just say that. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe.
No, that was good.
Yeah, we'll get something out of that.
Well, that's the thing is, when we just get talking and there's no script or it just goes.